Hello and welcome back. I'm bballjo and this is Transport Fever 2. We're still trying to make a mega metropolis area, and technically, this is the last gap. Practically, it's moving so slow. I think I can help this along a little bit better. In all seriousness, this is all that's left. We need one building, well, 5 buildings, depending what size of buildings are going to be put in here, to complete everything that's going on. But we're getting there. We are definitely, absolutely getting there. I did have to put a couple tracks up here, but honestly, the game doesn't really care. It's just like, no, I can fit something there. I can fit something there. I can even fit something right here. So that's just the way it is. If you have city wants to grow. Percentage-wise, the highest I've seen was 490. I let this run for like 3 hours since you've seen it last, and as you can see, not that much has changed. I did update a couple vehicles, couple trains are a little faster and bigger, but overall, it's really mostly the same thing. This one I got back to the Boeings, which are neat, but as you can probably guess, we're not really done yet, but at least all of this is kind of helping our growth relatively well. Also, this is a really nice approach, honestly. Maybe we'll go on board one of those later. But for right now, what are the easy hitters that we can actually get to? Well, this one half full, more 2/3 full, effectively full, half full, effectively full, definitely full. So if we wanted to, we can bring some more tools in. They're not hard to produce. But that's really it in that area. And over here, we can do some more conmats overall and food. That would be good. So conmats, food, and tools is something that we can add if we really feel the need for it. But honestly, I'm not really seeing that. These got new trains and they're doing much better. But we have a lot of people just sitting in general at different stations. And I kind of want to fix that. Our inner city 1 has been updated. This inner city has also actually only had 1 train before, now it has 2. I think it's time that we put a 3rd one on here. It's not making money. I don't care that it makes money. It's not the main thing. We're not making bank by any means. By any means. But we're staying in the blue generally, depending how much I spend, but we're somewhere, I don't know, looks like half a billion? At least 1/3 of a billion pretty much every year, so it's not terrible. In real life that will be great, but in this game it's really not that big of a deal, depending how much you want to look at that. But we have a bunch of cities that are really not well connected, that just barely have a train station in it and nothing else going on. We have cities like Rothbury that doesn't have anything connected to it, so I think we can increase and improve all of those things to help grow our metropolis. That's really the goal here. I don't really want to give up until we actually are there, and there's so much more other stuff to do. I would like to finish this first. That's really the main thing. So how about we just start here? Chippenham, is that where you want to start? Or do you want to connect these guys really quick? Really quick as a trick announcement, but yes, I do want to connect these really quick. I think what we're going to do is go from the outside here. This will be, no, honestly, this will be quick. I think there's a high chance that this will be very, very quick when we're done with it. So let's get a couple things taken care of here. I don't care about the industries right now at all, but we're going to get all of this put in order. I just wanted this space to make a turn, make a right turn, and then probably come in on this side, and then the other city is right there. So you have a chance to either make a really sharp turn, come through here. That could work. We could also plop this right in the middle of Ratstock, and then Cramlington. These are 2 huge cities. I think they will make a huge impact on our growth potential. Yep, let's do this. Yep, you can go. We'll make this a nice, long passenger station. I can just go straight through here, and we have some level crossings probably left over when we're done with it. I'm not convinced that I have it all figured out by any means, but I think this will be great. Normally I don't do the larger road thingamabob that I'm doing right now, but I think it is time that I do that a little more regularly. How much of the main road do you actually want to get rid of? Honestly, not all of it, but I don't think I will have a real choice to say no to any of this. This is really just going to be a siding, so it's going to look like this. The length is totally fine. The way that it's laid out right now, I think we will be able to just get away with adding a little bit of road here. That much. Wow, I can even do it without destroying that building right there. Isn't that amazing? And then we just have to add a little more passenger hubby. Ooh. I'm partial to getting rid of these crummy little buildings and replacing them with big crummy building and see if that looks a little more attractive. Yeah, that's fine that you want to destroy a couple things. It's not really the end of the world. And then this is a simple connection. Too much slope. So much to my master plan of getting this figured out, because the main problem here is obviously that we're on the wrong height. Is there any chance to get the thing that I want to get from here? Well, you could try to go this way. Okay. The city is not allowed to do any funky business right there, but I guess this is what it's going to be. Why? That's completely unnecessary. You know what you can just do? Move everything down. Just level it out. If you level it out, this will look pretty and you can actually get the connection that you wanted there. True that. And we do have the money, so that really is not going to be the thing that holds us back. And honestly, there is probably enough height here to actually get a bridge established, at least somewhere. This is going to go away for sure. I know that. Guarantee that. Okay, you again. This is the approximate angle that we wanted. Then we're gonna, no, not save game. Talk to you, configure you, get rid of all the little pieces, and I think I can actually fit the big one right in between those two small ones, and then we're all good to go. Beautiful. Large road, sure. If it helps you, if it convinces you of this being a good thing, that is totally fine. Why did you use small, or why did you use short track? No, not short track, but slow track. No particular reason. These will definitely be fast trains that go through here. All right, so that one is technically now connected. I still don't want to run it forward because there's still a little more to do. This road, sorry, not sorry. I will replace it in just a bit. Just see what happens here. I wouldn't mind if you actually connect to the non-high-speed rail on that side. Cool. So that's connected. 207 is actually a pretty good speed, considering everything else. So all we really need out here is a 120, which that one will give us. Don't like that it... Clicking on the bridge destroyed the visibility of the speed limit. I did not like that. But the good thing is there was an update that actually enabled us to change bridges after they were built. So we don't have to mess with spans and pillars and all that stuff anymore. It's all going to be the same way that it was. We just want a little faster, and then we're good to go. Cool. That one is fine. Let's get into here. And I think this will be a tunnel, at least to an extent. And then, I don't know if you can tell, but this screams terminal station right in the center here on that piece of road, potentially, maybe. Yeah, let's see how this is going to end up. 120, good. Yeah, I really don't want you to snap to any road yet. I will figure out where the road is going to be that you're going to snap to. It's going to be something like this. If we don't have to destroy all the buildings in the area, I'm okay with that. And we already have some tentacles. No! Stop! Whatever. Destroyed a little more than I had initially anticipated here, and it didn't get the tentacle connection that I wanted it to have. But I think we can manage. Can we? I hope we can. Like, all we need is this thing to kind of just connect to here, and then everyone is just fine. Got that little triangle. Most of the central part of the city is gone. And that is nowhere near straight-esque. If you were thinking that you were straight, no, that was not it. That was definitely not it. Also, high-speed rail is the name of the game. So, better be part of that for now. You come this way. That feels better. I still can't click on anything here. Nope. I just can't. I can't. I'm holding shift, left shift, but the game's just like, well, if you let go, I'm going to snap to something, so you better deal with that. But this is fine. This is effectively pretty much the same that we had just a minute ago. The only difference is that we don't actually have the connection anymore, which is perfect. It'd be nice to have a little bit of a footpath connectivity or something that could build a footpath for us, but this is fine. We're going to get there eventually. You want to go there? Sure. We're not going to destroy that one building right there. And now we're here. Great. We still need public transit, but that is a problem for after I turn this dang light off that always starts flickering, and it's always it's not always, that's the problem. It's just often, but not often enough to get a new one. It's just like, you know what? I'm going to flicker now. Deal with it. Great. Okay, so we cannot get in here. What do you think the problem is? Do you think it's an industry? It is an industry. It's that industry right here. Okay. Lower, more tunnel. Bridge over that is also not really an option. So that thing is a little bit annoying, but since we know that our max speed is already only 200, I think we have a pretty good shot of just cleaning this up right here. There's our track going through here. A little bit of straightness, a little bit of flat. That should be good. And then that should be able to just feed right into here. That's all fine. So much road to replace. It's fine. We'll worry about that when it's time. So you need to be our outside track. Definitely cheeky tunnel right there. This looks good. Yep, everything's nice and connected. And then this guy is our last friend that needs to be connected to something. That will work. And then when you get out of this, this station, just everything in reverse. I think I am on the right side of all the track. I will find out in a minute if I'm right. But I do think that this is all gonna come together on this side. It already has. Cool, beautiful. So, that was easy. Too easy. I'll take too easy every once in a while. Give me a couple signals just in the center here. They don't have to be difficult about anything. They just have to happen. And it looks like this road actually is meant to go over that hill right there. We can totally make that happen. That is the natural progression for this thing. Trust me, I checked earlier. You would go there, up on the hill. And then you guys would get out of the way and get connected here. If you make me some money, maybe... What the? Why? Why? Why is that construction not possible? You gotta be kidding me. We don't have any deliveries happening here yet, so I'm not worried about speed limit or max speed, lowest speed, or anything like that yet. So just deal with that. Cool. Technically, we can probably trick the game by saying, hey, this is a connection. Okay. And then technically, we can probably also say that this is a connection. Beautiful. Got all the things in, and the game is still like, yeah, Radstock Northampton is not connected yet. Northampton Radstock. Really? Where? Where are you disconnected? I'm guessing it doesn't really count what I did here, which is good on you, game. You got me. Okay, how do you want to do this? Honestly, whatever works from here is fine with me. Keep it nice and flat because generally track likes that kind of stuff. You go that way. You would go connect into here. You would connect into there. Yep, we're going to give them a little bit extra road and you connect here. Are you happy now? Yep, that was the one that wasn't good enough. Oh gosh, the cities. Let me show you what's up on the mountain climber. Alfred grew humongous right after I connected it, and I barely have a couple bus lines running in here, but it already is at 300%. Haven't done anything. Thrapston, even worse. Not even a bus line, also at 270%. Northampton didn't grow that much, it's barely at 320. This one I tried hard, and it has a bunch of extra trains running through here, but it still does not really care. So I thought that was a little wild. Good. Yeah, let's get a couple trains on here. a problem that I have is that there's a piece of track that we don't need anymore. Okay, get rid of that. A problem that we have that I would like to solve right now is the trains that get delivered here come from way too far away. Too much slope. How's that your biggest problem? Oh, there's a ramp here. Okay. Come from way too far away. Like, so far away. It's ridiculous. I don't want to be that far away. So let's address that just a little bit. I think we can do that with getting a simple connection here and potentially getting a simple connection from somewhere over here that gets these guys also a depot connection. Honestly, it just has to come over. We'll figure it out. That one's fine. All I really wanted to say is I would like to have a train depot sitting somewhere in here. And I don't like how high that is trying to go right away. So let's get some track right here. Get you aligned and ideally just follow the track. It is not following the track. Hello? No, it's not doing what I wanted it to do. Okay, try again. Just a little better. That is a little better. Cool. Let's say that one is fine. So all we need now is a couple trains on that line, and then yes, we still need trucks and all those things, but I wanted to connect these first because they add a lot more connections than just setting up a couple bus routes. So this should be good. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Grr. Where do you want to go? Technically you didn't do a reverse route yet. Got it. That seems to be a problem, I guess. More track. Yes, this one is good. And I guess we're just going to start using this platform over here. Is that already used by anyone else right now for this moment? Nope, you can actually easily go there and everything is fine. And that line is happy. So this is the South RE. Yep, that's going to work. What trains do you want on there? They're not small, but I would like something that's not just a complete unit anymore. So I think we may do this one and find cargo rail that actually works with that. We have that one's too slow. So there's really only this one. That one's also too slow. This one's too fast. There's no 160 in here. Are you kidding me? That's not the right train. Because if we look at that, it's supposed to be with this train that can go 170. They don't all match up the way that I want them to match up. So that's annoying, so I guess we're going to use this one instead. Alright, fine. So what we're going to do is the West Rail West Fleet. Yep. How many do you want? I think this should be sufficient. Give me 2 of those and put you on the line that we have here, South Regional Express. Beautiful. Without buses... Honestly, without buses, these will probably work just fine because I put the stations in such a central location where it should not really make a difference. Get this one a chance to actually attract some passengers. Too much slope. Okay. Get rid of that. Give me just a tiny little dinkler. Then try again. There you go. Now we have right slope. But yeah, Radstock, once the train starts arriving, it should probably sprout up pretty fast. And now we need 2 semi-independent tracks that go from here that are just really quick hoppers. Actually, you can make that a single line too. Then it goes Batley back here, Ventnor back here, Batley back here. Could also just make it single lines. Don't make it difficult. Just do it. Just get it done. It's fine. All right, first one goes right in here. This building. This one can actually use the street as its guiding principle for what's straight and what's not. We're not actually gaining anything by destroying all those buildings, so this should be fine. That's number 1. This will be number 2, and this one has the same problem that it really wants that central rail station location, and I think we can accommodate. There you go. Okay, and we're getting most of the most of the coverage right away, which is wonderful, which means we don't have to fix anything right now, just with the other thing that I already just explained. Bridge parallel collision. Yeah, sure. There's a thing over here that's not gonna cooperate. So what we need to do is realize that this is not gonna work. This is not what I expected. I should have looked at the topographical map, because now there's part of me that thinks maybe what you're supposed to do is Northampton up to Batley and then up to Ventinor, yep. And that will get you there, but even that is probably a little difficult, so I think we have another helix coming up here. Go as low as you can and see where we actually can end up. Yeah, even with a helix, this is just asking for trouble. This is so high up. Is there a subway that I need to throw in here? This is pretty wild. Okay, here's what I'm actually gonna do. I said that we don't need a bus. I take that back. We will need a bus because we will have to build this station really low so we can actually save a little bit on elevation right away. Otherwise, we're never gonna get there. We are, but how many helixes do you want to build? Helixes are not my favorite. No, they just aren't. And this one gives you an opportunity to do something interesting, potentially with a bridge over the station. I've done that in a couple places, different playthroughs, but they usually come out pretty nice. So I wouldn't mind if this is a thing. But page down, down, down. Nope. Page up. Nope. How about period? Nope. Nope. Period. There we go. I want to go a little lower even than where we are because of there's more stuff that we have to worry about here. Okay, flatten this out. There you go. Make this a nice livable area for whoever wants to move in here. And we're going to use, there we go. Now we're getting to the flat spot. And we're going to use all of this hopefully to our reasonable advantage and not just as a thing that looks ridiculous. But the developer has decided that to do anything here, we need to start really low, and that's what we're doing. I'm the developer, in case you're curious. You come up here? Sure. Can you do that a little bit more like in a 90-degree fashion? Yes, you can. Tiny little tunnel up there. I don't mind. How about you? Too much slope. All right. You're going to go as up as you can. That's great. And then you want to connect to that one? Yes, you do. Beautiful. So we have a very simple connection down here, and since this will be a real bus connection requirement, how about we just add a real bus stop right here, and then should you start connecting all of them? I don't see why not. So bus station probably on the way out. Look at all that traffic that's going through there. It's ridiculous. You go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. Obviously, you go here, and then one more. One more on this side of the map. Cool. Let's get all that hooked up, and then we can do the other train line, probably. This is probably a really nice city to do this kind of behavior in. It's just a little awkward. Then B1, and then we have then B2. Once you have money, this is not going to matter. There's going to be people waiting in line here to go somewhere because trains are better than cars. But we do need money for this to actually happen. B2, that's what I'm looking for. Great. Now with that, how much further do we have to get down before we reach our goal? First things first, let's zoom back a little bit. Actually, we're super close. We are not quite there, but we're super close. And to make this happen, we actually have to go around this mine just a little bit and just force it to go as low as you can. I don't care that you're already tunneling. That's a fine bridge. That is a very fine bridge. It's just not the bridge that I would have put there, but it's a very fine bridge. So now we can just get our thing in here. Beautiful. Yep, that's good. And then embankment. I am feeling embankment because the other train is going to be very similar to that. So that should be fine. Here, it's definitely a bridge. We are in the mountains, so it can be a mountain bridge. And since we only have one train running on here, I'm actually tempted to just leave it as a single train type line right there. You know what I just realized? It may not be what you think it is. No, you can't get... Probably can't get this connection. Not like that, but maybe we can get the connection from here. Let's see. If that... Who put that road there? This is what I want. Can I get out here? Of course, it's fighting me, as I would expect it to. There may just be a little bit too much unevenness going on here, and that's fine. So we just have to do the one switch. One switch there, one switch here. And why am I doing this? You will see in just a minute. The game just has this tendency to do something funky if my camera angle is a little bit odd. At least if it decides that it's a little bit odd. Let's see. Okay, that goes there. And then this will not go there. Will not go there at all. That's fine. We should be able to fit that in here. And now we just have to make sure that that piece of track gives us the connection that we actually want from here. Beautiful. Easy peasy lemons and something about squeezies. The only thing that we need is actually connect these guys also to that depot. Because that's the whole reason that I moved everything. So we actually have that connection right there. But now that should be okay. Smooth this out a little bit. Make it look like it's been here before. Get rid of whatever you did here. Much better. And now it's like more transport hubby type of thing. Sure. All right. Do you wanna send your first train out? Is that why you were doing this? Part of me thinks so. All right. This is just a hopper. Single hopper. You want to go from here to here. Easy enough. This is the self-hop. Self-hop 1. Self-hop and jump. I think we're gonna go self-hop and jump. This one, on the other hand, I think the Mirage is a perfect line for this. Just one, because we don't have any extra room. That's the wrong line I send you on. Can you please stop? Show me where you are. That one. Line will be not on that side, but definitely on this side. You will go to self-hop. Cool. Can you get out of here? Mirage. Can you do it? Just go. Good job. You did it. You figured out where you're supposed to go. So proud of you. Okay, so that one is number 1. Let's see number 2. I'm hoping that this one is a little easier. Let's get the road away that will be in our way of our curve. We have a similar issue where it starts really high, but less of an issue because we have a much longer runway to get our connection in. So that makes life a lot easier. That looks good. If you want to do this, you can. No, actually I want to do this instead, and then I want to smooth everything in between out a little bit. There you go. Just a simple double embankment. Nothing special around here. But when things have to happen, they have to happen. It will also be nice if the game by default just picks a high-speed rail instead of a low-speed rail bridge, but that didn't happen. Now, what about this? You could lower everything a little bit and make it less steep, or you can leave everything exactly like it is because that bridge is made for this type of caper. Let's take this back a little on this side and take it back just a little on this side and make those pieces high speed embankment, and then call it good. Don't love it, don't hate it. It will get things done. It's fine. We could lower this one, but we just did exactly that, so it's not going to happen. Cool. Get you connected. You connected. A little bit of smoothage. Smoothed there. This side honestly doesn't look bad because the mountain and the forest is right behind it, so that should work. Yeah, I think that's all fine. What do you don't have the... Did you actually send buses on this thing? No, you just click buttons and then you left. Okay. Let's click some more buttons and get a couple buses on here. Probably something like this. Give me 4 to get started. And just get these guys in, there, and there. Easy enough. Easy peasy. Nobody's going to wait near the train unless there's actually a train line that wants to go somewhere. So this is going to be south. Jump. You two, south, jump. Beautiful. And then we're going to call that what? I think there's only one city that we have left that does not have a friend yet. Do you know which one that is? Do you know which one that is? Oh, it's this one. We're not going to get up to 160, are we? How far is it? It's not that close. It's not that close, but we're not going to get the amount of people on here that we need to make that one worth it. We can do a nice little diesel here. No, that's silly. Okay, don't want another Mirage. We already did that. We have the 89M in a couple places now, so don't want to do that. This one, 160. Honestly, this one's probably going to work. Sure. Just one. You're going to go on south jump. Cool. Let's find the last city that is not connected yet. There are cities that are poorly connected, but this is the last one that's not connected, and I think it's time for another light rail, which we have rarely touched so far. Okay, Rothbury. I believe this is the only one that... Actually, let's go look over here. No, this is not the only one. There are more cities. Yep, yeah. There are several other ones. Where are they? There is Thamston, that is done. Here, Hatherley, Lyme Regis, and South Petherton is not connected yet either. And then I think once we have those, we have actually connected all cities. So maybe we can actually make that happen today. Yeah, we can make that happen today. I think there's reasonable expectation being laid here, especially if you don't try to optimize every single piece of road, city that we have going on here. So let's make this happen. I need passenger, at least 2 tracks long with electric because I do want tram track. Put it somewhere central city-esque. There? This is pretty central city. Cool. That's going to go through, which means this, congratulations, you just became a main road. So I do want a street, I do want double street, I do want electric. Player ownership, I don't care. I don't think I need a bus lane. They don't work that well anyways. So this should be fine. Make you straight for right now. Update road and road and road. At least it's at least it has tram road now. That's really what we were looking for there. Then we're gonna go upgrade these roads. I know that we have a couple trucks driving on there, so they will maybe appreciate some company with some trams. Then we're gonna go back to here, double that one. And this tram, I do want to go all the way up to, yeah, we're losing a couple buildings here, but go all the way up to our station. And then I think right here is going to be where we're going to place our little friend. Cool. It doesn't go through this way, the way you have it set up. I was hoping I could make this a through road. It's not really necessary because we do have the tentacles on the other side. So maybe I'm going to leave it like that. Tram track, no. Upgrade, downgrade this one to not tram track, and now they can actually get started on that. With that, should you just make this one your main route, or do you just want to keep that? I think I'm going to leave it like that. The tram can move around a little bit. Just make it wiggle. It'll be fine. Can this one get the road behind it? Not quiet. Well, that's fine. It's going to stay like that then. I know that it has the tentacle connections, so that's all we're going to get out of that. Cool. Tram building. Tram. Something like here. Looks good. Then give me a couple passenger stations. We don't want a ton of passenger stations here because this is supposed to be light rail. So just honestly, one there, and then this one. Yeah, no, there's not enough room here to even consider adding another station, which at that point means this one is over overloading a little bit of the other station, so we're just going to move it up here, and that will be our tram line. Okay, light rail. You're going to go from there to here. It's not ideal that I don't have a station here yet, but maybe at some point we're going to get one. On the way back, you can help a little bit in that city. So this is light rail south. Everything is south. It's not completely south anymore, but it's definitely south. I would like your fastest tram, please and thank you. Is that 70? It looks like 70 is the winner, so give me like 4 of these, and we'll see what happens. Great. With that, we do need a couple bus lines to get all of these actually connected as much as I can. Shall we start there? Hop in here. Yeah, this is gonna grow, so I think this will be okay. Pop you there, pop you there, pop you here. Definitely on this road, and then you come back there. I don't want you to park in the tram station just yet. Maybe I'll regret that later, but this should be fine. You go all the way around the city, please, and thank you. Very good. This is, where are we? Chip. We are in Chi B1. And then Chi B2 obviously goes the other way. I saw something that I didn't like. The line was taking a funny turn. We're gonna go fix that in just a second. It's 1 and 9. That's unnecessary. This is Chi B2. You see that? The purple line? The purple line cannot make it across here because it's a 2-lane road, and it will not make it to that turn lane fast enough. So there are a couple options here. I think the easiest, well, one of the options is probably not the easiest, but it is an option, is to just upgrade this last bit of road. The problem with that is the game makes it harder to actually make this happen, because as you can see, it moves the whole road to be smaller. But honestly, I don't hate if that would happen. So yeah, we can just make that work this way, and the trams can figure out where they need to go. They will probably block some traffic, but that's just part of the game. We have a depot right here, so we may as well make use of that. It will be a relatively large city, so let's give me 4 of these. 2 will be B1 and 2 will be B2. Perfect. Next one, Rothbury, just has a similar situation. You said that you didn't want to set up all the bus routes because you wanted to be able to complete all cities in terms of passenger transport. I did say that. I did forget it already, because obviously, but I would still like to actually do that. So give me a minute here. I'll just make a quick loop for this city, and then those 2 are hyper connected and everything is good. Sure, this is 1. Where are we? Roth B1, or Roth if you're German. And then we're gonna go this way. Very good. Looks like it has the same turn radius problem there as we had on the other side, but I'm just gonna leave that alone. Road B2, and give me probably also two buses, but lesser buses. These should be fine. 4. Yep. Road B1, road B2. Perfect. All right, that's everything connected on this side. How are you going to connect those 2? Well, there's Bury St. Edmunds that you could get, or there is South Petherton. South Petherton already has a problem with its rail traffic, so should we make this more complicated? All you would see is tunnel, which is not super exciting. Or you could go to Bury St. Edmunds, which is already a hub of sorts. Do I have room to add a passenger line anywhere here? Let's answer that question with, I can see that there are some passenger buildings here that have some tentacles right there. Okay, if I can fit you in here, I will make you fit. Passenger platform. There's one here. There's one. Okay. This may be the edge, though. I remember that there was an episode where we redid this whole thing. Yes, I did forget that I wanted to redo the rail on the other end, but maybe we'll get there. We will be able to get 4 tracks in here. That's really all I was trying to look for. How long can we go? 80, 120, 160. That should be more than sufficient for what we're trying to do here. And honestly, I don't need you to go all the way out here because this is a special track. And we can actually put the connections right through the building. That's obvious, right? Good. We can actually put the rails on each side of the platforms that we already have, and I think we can make this work. We'll be a little snaky, but I think we'll be okay. And I may even try to make this a... You can go away. We don't need you. That main connection is not going to stay there. But let's see here. That one will be relative... Still a lot of tunnel. You're not going to get away from tunnel. Unless you go full road here. But we could go through here, through the mountain. Lim Regis would just go in here. It's a tiny town. It would probably be okay to just get a bus connection, but that's boring. I want trains for everything because more trains is more better. We definitely don't need that long. 160 is the longest we have on the other side, so let's just respect that. Run our Crowfly track through the mountain to down here. That's where you want to go. And I am not convinced that this... Oh, it will totally make it. It will totally make it. And I like the opportunity that we have here to actually snake around the mountain a little bit. I would like you to go as low as you can. You are doing that. I'm actually kind of excited about this route. The problem is if I take this direction, I will probably not make it down when I get there. Okay, I think we can agree on that. Now, what opportunities do we have here? We have this, clearly. We still want to go down. I'm just gonna do this because otherwise I don't know that I'm gonna get what I want. Nope. Definitely not that. Okay, there is a nice span. That can turn into a really nice bridge right there. It's just that the angle that I'm getting out of this, I have to turn too sharp already, and I can't actually do the thing that I would like to do. So hold up. Yeah, I am trying to make a helix. In case you weren't... We were like, what's he doing? Is he going to do a helix again? What is this? Where is he heading with this? Yes, the answer to that is yes. Helix is happening. I wanted to do the helix around here, and I wanted to stay close to 120, which now we are. Okay, just 120. I don't need to go faster than that. And then from there, you can go down here and just do more like a flat thing. Don't hate it. I don't hate it. We even get a little 180 in there. That's beautiful. Like, nice cheeky little tunnel at the very end there. That will work. And then you just pop right in here. Now let's get rid of a couple of these crappy connections just for a minute. Then run you through here. And bank. Look at that. No problem. We have tunneling opportunities now. That's what this translates to. You wanted some crappy road? I'll get you some crappy road. You can now connect right into there. And tiny little bridge. Tunnel. That's a tunnel. Bridge is the thing that goes above things, not underneath things. Got it. There is your thing. It is in the mountains, but it will work. We have that one. Oh, we have this one. I kind of like this one better than Big Red, so we're going to go with that. And Lime Regis is technically connected to anything it wants to be connected to all the way down there. How are we going to get a train in here? Excellent question. We're just going to sneakily get this connection and say, give me something. All right, let's see. Passenger line. Very good. Make sure you click the right icon and then Lime Regis over here. This is the Scenic Central. Beautiful. And then if we follow the red lines right here, I think there is a depot. There is no depot anywhere nearby. Nope. The only depot is way at the end. It actually closed. The only depot is way at the end. We have a bunch of them. What do we want to run on that one? Steam is out. Okay. So what do you have? Well, too fast, too big, 120. But that's a cargo train. You don't want to do a cargo train on this. You have this one probably not beefy enough. What? 700 kilowatts. I don't think you're gonna do it. I don't think you're gonna get us up there. Metroliner, no, none of these are beefy enough. So I think what we're gonna end up with is the GE with a couple of these and call it good. Just one. Don't need anything difficult here in this case. So this one was called the Scenic. It's spelled with an S, QRS, Scenic Central. There you go. Get out of here. Cool. There's number one. Number two should be a little simpler, and then we can actually claim victory on city connections. So you would slide off here and hit through this mountain. Okay. How long is the station I just built? It's that long. Okay. How long is the 120 station? It's the perfect length for what you're trying to do here. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see, because I was pretty sure that we had a tunnel here already ready to happen. So, tunnel? Tunnel. Okay. Whoa. Where are we heading here? If we would say go like that. I don't want to connect you. I just want you to kind of snoop onto this. Okay. If that is all you're getting out of this, and I think Lim Regis makes a shorter tunnel and a better visual than just putting a just tunnel in here. All right, double track it is. How are you going to connect to that thing? Honestly, it will look exactly like this, but it's a big but. This way. Trying to get underneath where there's already a lot of mountain there, and this one should be fine. Tracks. We're not going to see much on this side, but at least it will be relatively easy to get over here. Yep, I like it. I like that a lot. All that will change is that this is now becoming a through track. Configure you. Remove the passenger building, please. Add through track opportunity. 4? Sure, 4 is fine. This one has to be connected at some point. That'll make it a little more awkward, but that's okay. Platform-wise, we're gonna do one there. I would like one there, but I guess not. Passenger building, of course. One here and a smaller one here. Easy enough. It's just how local stations are put together. I don't like that I can't build there because of you. Go away. There we go. Did it. Cool. Then obviously this one needs a little bit of treatment. Let's see. I think this bridge, just double track, makes sense. But then I think we just have to pre-track a little bit into the mountain. There we are. And then we're just going to track all the way out here. And it should look okay. There's just going to be one place in the middle of that tunnel that looks a little funky. Just a little, not a little. Are you going to let me? It looks fine. 120, that's appropriate. The train that you put on here had a max speed limit of 140, I think. Yeah, but that only matters for downhill traffic. Uphill, it can't go that fast. Sure, but that's half the time it will go downhill. That's all right. Get you here, just to complete this, and give you a quick little flip over, just in case you want that at some point. Cool. Obviously, signals. Yes, one way, definitely. Let's just do this, because we are now adding multiple trains on here. This is just a necessity. You can go that way, that way, that way. Do not fall off the track on this bridge, please and thank you. Someone put a slow bridge on here for some reason. That's not cool. Let's do... yeah, more of this. Perfect. More train, more bridge, more signal. Put one in front of the tunnel on this side. Excuse me. Come on. Come on. Get out of here. Autosave. There we go. You did it. You put one there, and then you put one more right here, and this one is just going to be the nail in the coffin. Okay. Just a little more. Come on! Ah! Oh, well, at least this one's an easy one. It's nice that it actually tries to come out of the tunnel, so I will not complain about this too much, but earlier I didn't have that problem because the angle was a little sharper. Alright, so it's going this way. Can I move you? Oh, I can actually move you up. Just one click M lets you come out of the tunnel for just a little while, and I cannot say no to that. I will actually use that to do my merging this far away from the station. It shouldn't make a huge deal because we're going to have, what, 2-3 trains running on here. So that should all be fine. But it will make it a little more interesting, right? Good, cool. One-way track, there you go. One-way track, there you go. And then this one's the important one. One-way track. Actually, these are not block signals, so the game can actually figure out what it's supposed to do. Scenic Central, manage line. Click the button. Click the button. Click the button. Oh, come on. Oh, and then you can't make it all the way back. Got it. That's my bad. So after you go there, you have to come out all the way to Heatherly. Then you can get back to Lyme Regis, and then you should be happy. Cool. Manage vehicles. Give me 2 more. No depot found. That's a lie. That's a big lie. There. What are you talking about? You can easily make it right there. The game is just not agreeing with any of that. What am I going to do here? Maybe it was paused and it didn't like that. We have... Oh, hold on. This train may actually go to this side, not this side. Okay, let's fix that. I don't want to wait that long. I'll be fine. Yeah, that train is not even complaining, I think. I think what I'm thinking is right, and what I'm thinking is we just need our own other little special building out here, and it will be fine. Just make it part of the network. This is 2... Nope, it's not going to fit there very well. Alright, if it's not going to fit there very well, we're going to go rogue and add you near, near here. The only purpose for this this depot is making something happen up here. So let's see. You go there. You just splice in here. Now we manage vehicle. We say 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to sell this one because there's no way for it to get on the track anymore. And train is going. Cool. Is it going to make money? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. All I need from this is to be semi-successful. Just to add a couple of connections to what we already had. Now we're good. Cool. Train's coming out. We've officially now connected all passenger... public transit complete. Let's go with that. Public transit complete. The cities are together. I would like to see what city you actually count yourself to. Oh, I actually can probably do that when I click on that. Nope, can't see it. Birds, destination, suppliers. Not happening. We're down up to 490 again. This number is increasing now because there are constantly new houses popping up, but also because we now added new connections. So yeah, there's that. What is still missing? There's still a lot missing, specifically around optimizing any of the lines that are coming out to St. Ives, but I think so far we're doing all right. It could be much worse. There's nothing really blocked anywhere. Vehicles are moving relatively smoothly, so those things are good. That is not a road I approved at any point. Why would you put it there? Seriously, get out of here. Not sure why you want to be right next to a fuel factory, but maybe you have some fuel-related industries that you want to build, so that makes some sense. Heatherly is already upgrading. More Heatherly, perfect. And then back up, how are you doing? You are at 460%, 1,400 people. St. Ives is at 500%, 1,200 people. Both of them are doing excellent work. from what I can tell. I don't know how you decided to build your residences out here, but apparently we're growing this way now past the railroad tracks. It's just the way it is. But that's fine. That is very fine. So, yes, we have completed the Mega Metro Challenge part thing, because how can you look at this and say it's not a Mega Metro? Let's actually look at it all together. All of this can go away and all of this can go away. How can you not look at this and say, no, this is not a metro. It's a very long metro, but it is a metro area for sure. I feel pretty confident saying that. So that's exciting. What's going to be next? There's a lot of optimization to do. We are not losing money, but we certainly are not making money. If we look at our biggest offenders, there's so much improvements that we can make for this one, just passenger-wise. Inner City North, yep, we just added that one. That sometimes makes money. This is the one we just threw in there, so that one makes money. There's some wiggle room. The thing that we have is that our best money maker is this guy, the big quarry. Goes both ways. It has Conmat quarry rocks and then coal and iron going the other way. So this one's always full, makes a lot of money. But yeah. Also look at how old most of the trains are. There's so much more stuff to do. So yeah, we have more. We have more things to do. You should let me know what you want to do when you see this, if it's in time, because I have no idea when this episode is going to come out. It will come out though. So thank you so much for watching. If you have ideas, let me hear them. Bye-bye.